Welcome back to my channel. It's G here, your down and dirty yogi, and today is day 6 of the Yoga Booty Challenge. So you might be asking me yourself, like, what is 10 days really going to do for my butt? Like, how is it going to transform it? Well, it definitely has the possibility if you are consistent, but what it really changes is our habits. We start to figure out how to fit something into our life that we haven't been doing before. And once you get through 10 days, you can keep going. You can repeat these practices, you can do new things. So it's definitely something that helps change behavior. It helps us start to accomplish things that we want to when we set goals for ourselves. And so this is just a small challenge to do just that. So today, if you have not been doing it, first of all, subscribe to the channel. If you have not been doing the Yoga Booty Challenge, go back, do all of them, and start to catch up. Leave me comments. If you do all 10 days, within the 10 days, I'm going to offer something at the very end of the challenge special for one special person. So you have to have done the challenges. Leave me comments, leave me something. Even if you don't like it, tell me. You will still qualify. You still have to do it, even if you hate it. So what I've done is modify yoga poses to concentrate specifically on our bums. So these poses are going to be yoga poses. I'm using resistance bands. You don't have to, but you can. And ultimately is to focus more and more on our bums and helping develop our backside a little bit more. So let's get started. Get started at the top of your mat. Bring your hands together in prayer. Inhale, reach up towards the sky, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to your fingertips, and then exhale, plant your hands and step back into down dog. Push down through your hands, lift up through your thighs. Take a few breaths here in down dog. You may want to bicycle your legs here. Just your first down dog is always the toughest on your hamstrings and everything like that. So take a few breaths, bicycle your legs. Stretch out your hamstrings this way. Get into your calves. Just get comfortable here. But keep breathing. And then on an inhale, come back to a neutral down dog. Take a breath. And then on an inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. I don't think I remembered to say, but if you're using the resistance bands or not, it doesn't matter. Those are optional. I'm using them, but you don't have to. Keep following your breath, inhaling your leg up, and then exhaling down. Now, switch legs. Inhale your left leg up, exhale down, inhale, exhale. Follow your breath. Try and make sure you balance on both sides the amount of breaths that you followed to lift and lower your leg. And then when you're ready, if you need to, you can come down into child's pose and take a little break here. And inhale, come up to your forearms, and then exhale, lift your bum back up into the air. So we're going to do the same thing. However, we're just in dolphin pose now. So inhale your right leg up towards the sky and hold it there, slowly lowering it up and down. Keep breathing. Keep holding that leg for a couple of breaths. Up in the air, point your toes, lower back down. Exhale, come into a child's pose. And after a few breaths, we're going to do the other side. So bring your elbows back down to the ground, lift your bum back into the air, and now start with your left leg. Slowly lifting and lowering, but holding it up for a couple of breaths before you lower it back down. Keep following your breath here. Keep lifting your legs with control. You don't want to just swing your body around in these poses. You want to be deliberate, if you will. So I know it gets a little strenuous, but be as deliberate as you can. And then when you're ready, exhale, rest back down into a child's pose. After a couple breaths here in child's pose, come up to all fours. Make sure you have your shoulders and your wrist aligned before you get started. And then what you will do is inhale, lower your belly, lift your head, and then exhale, arch your back up towards the sky like a scared cat. Inhale, drop your belly down, raise your head, and then exhale, arching your back up towards the sky. Inhale, come into a neutral position now, and you're going to start, lift your left leg up. Point your toes. Take a few breaths here, holding your leg up, and then bring it out to the side. Exhale, back. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, bring it back. And then inhale, bring it out to the side. Follow your breath a couple more times here. Keep breathing. You should be feeling this around your bum at this point. And then when you're done, exhale, bring your knees down, rest back in child's pose. Take a few breaths here. And then inhale, come on up. Follow a few more rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling, dropping your belly down to the ground. Exhaling, arching your back up towards the sky. Just breathe here, stretching through your backside a little bit. And then come to neutral and lift your right leg up. And the same thing over here. Lift and then out to the side. Exhale back. Inhale, bring it out to the side. Follow your breath a few more rounds here. Make sure you stay nice and balanced in your hands. Inhaling and then exhaling. Inhaling out and then exhaling back. Inhale, come back down to both knees, and then exhale, push back into child's pose. And take a few breaths here. Rest, see how you're feeling, and then come back up. And this time we're going to come around and sit on our bums. So let's get set up for bridge pose. Walk your feet in. Generally, make sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips. And then from here, inhale, bring your bum up into the air. So lift your pelvis off the ground. And then walk your shoulders underneath you. You can interlace your fingers underneath your bum. But from here, inhale and lift your right leg and put your ankle over your left knee. Take a few breaths here. Keep your knee engaged. Kind of, if you're doing the resistance bands, create a little resistance against your thighs here, but stay as neutral as you can. Don't move your head around in this pose. Keep breathing. Keep sending your energy to your bum. And then on an exhale, release your leg. And then inhale, left leg over your right knee. So your ankle's kind of on your thigh near your knee. And just breathe here. Try and just hang out holding this pose. One leg. Keep lifting, pushing down through your foot that's on the ground. Stay powerful. And then exhale, 2 feet, and then bring yourself on down. The straps don't always agree with us in these poses, but I'm doing my best. So let's try this again. On an inhale, gonna lift our bums back up into the air and walk my shoulders underneath me. This time, what we're gonna do is walk our feet out towards the end of our mat and then back in. So you're just kind of tiptoeing out to a wider stance, and then bringing your feet back into neutral. So inhale, keep lifting, keep pushing down through your feet, and then walk your feet out wide towards your mat, and then exhale, bringing them back in, heel toeing back into a neutral position. So follow your breath, doing this a few times. Keep breathing. I know it probably feels a little weird, but I promise it's beneficial for your backside. And then lower down on an exhale. Take a few breaths here on your back, and then on an inhale, you're going to lift your pelvis back up in the air, push down through your feet, walk your shoulders back underneath you, and inhale your right leg up to the sky, lowering it on an exhale. So inhale all the way up, exhale, lower just in line with your left thigh. Follow your breath. Keep that leg that's on the ground nice and strong. And then exhale, come back to 2 feet. And then inhale, get ready, switch the next leg. Left leg up, and then lowering down just in line with your right thigh. So inhaling, lifting, and then exhaling, lowering down with control. And on an exhale, lower your foot back down and your bum all the way to the ground. Bring your knees up and into your chest. Give yourself a hug. You've been working so hard and you've been doing such a great job. Take a few breaths here, but you're not quite finished yet. So inhale, come back up to seated, and then find your way up to a standing position. Come all the way up facing me. So now we're facing each other. Bring your feet wider than hip distance apart. Turn your toes out and put your hands on your hips. And then exhale, lower down into a wide leg squat here. Not all the way down, but about 3/4 of the way. If you have the resistance bands on, then you probably really feel this. But if you're not used to doing these squats, then you're going to feel them either way. So exhale, squatting down, and then inhaling, standing. Feel free to squeeze your bum as you're rising back up. Give yourself a nice little squeeze on your backside. Exhale, and then inhale. Come on up. One more time. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, come on up. Then heel toe your feet in together. Thanks for practicing. Namaste. All right, so that is our challenge completed for today. If you have not been following the challenges, look right here. I am putting I'm putting yesterday's challenge here, and of course, subscribe. So I hope you guys have been enjoying these challenges and having fun, because that's really important. And leave me comments. Tell me what you think. Remember about our challenge at the end of these 10 days. I am going to offer somebody something very special. So make sure you participate. I will talk to you later. Namaste.